Alright, welcome in everyone. We're already starting with the raids. Korbura and Raiders, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Let me give you a shouty. There we go. Some TLE, as usual, I'm guessing. Hope it went well. We're gonna be finishing Naked Winter's Embrace today, I think. Yeah, so this is Time Capsule. We did 2 streams of this over the weekend. Let's continue. We're gonna do Bleak Inlet, so I'm curious to see how the old Timberwolves behave, if they're any harder, if it's about the same. Let's jump in. At 25 days we should get the badge, so let's hope it triggers properly. Jump in, Evangelist, welcome in. Perfect to see you too. So yeah, we're doing this naked, minus the ski boots, just for fun. I guess we just go, right? How's the inventory looking? I haven't played this for 3 days. Oh yeah, the 99% Fire Striker. I've been really lucky with Fire Strikers lately. I do like my Fire Striker luck. We have 3 Marine Flares. I wanna test these against Timberwolves, see how that works. Yeah, oh right, I forgot about all this stuff I have. Okay. Okay, let's go. Rootbeard, welcome in. Sarah, welcome in. 260 stream streak. Wow, Pooks. Ah, sorry, I had to sneeze. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? So, Bleak Inlet. This is still the old Timby spawns. Oh, the loud waterfalls, okay. So there cannot be Timbys here. I remember before refresh there were no Timbys. We're looking for some maple syrups. Welcome in, Fair. We're doing some, and thank you, Sarah. We're doing some time capsule, trying to unlock the badge. I don't think we need any cattails. We just sprint around. No cash either. I don't suppose I need to check the cave. So what do we want to check? There's probably Timbys here, and since this is pre-refresh, there's always Timberwolves, but I kind of want to trigger them. I want to see how bad they are on this version, you know? Give me some coffee, maybe. Bavala, welcome in. Furry friends not trying to hug me in groups. Yeah, let's see how bad they are. This is Winter's Embrace, right? So it's like preset difficulty. It is pretty much Voyager settings. I don't think they'll be too bad, but let's see. They sure as hell don't seem to be as buggy. They spotted me pretty quickly. I want to see how effective Marine Flares are. Are they as good as I remember them from Wintermute? I mean, that doesn't seem actually that impressive. I remember them being much stronger back then, I don't know. Yeah, I actually have to throw it to him. Interesting. Ranger, welcome in. Oh man. It's not as good as I thought it would be. Where are you guys? I'm gonna run out of my flare. But they seem to work together less than on Loper, like they don't attack you at the same time really, at least it feels like they don't. Oh boy. Would you mind moving? Okay, see, you actually have to drain their entire morale. I think they must have nerfed Timbys. Let's try torches real quick. They must have nerfed them at some point because now you only need half the morale. That's crazy. They're much more persistent on this one. Interesting. Old school Timbys. Stand still. They act really different. They don't even stop for the torch. Wow. The torches don't really seem to scare them. That's crazy. Onyx, welcome in. I'm gonna need another marine flare. Like, can you even? We can use the revolver, of course. I wanna try and bonk one straight with a torch. Yeah, go away, man. I just need one, because I can throw the torch if there's multiple. And still, ah. They do feel a lot less buggy though. Oh. Okay. They don't really want to stop. Holy crap. Very interesting. Much tougher to deal with than I remember. I mean, I do remember them being a pain in episode 3. We do have to replay Wintermute at some point. That's gonna be interesting too. Because they don't stop anymore if you just like stand still and hold. They don't stop. This guy kind of got stuck. Ah, there we go, got him. That was a good bounce. Yeah, but they're way tougher than on the current version. I mean, it's probably a good thing they nerfed them, because Timberwolves are really persistent. I actually expect this to be way easier on Voyager. Like, holy crap, this was harder than Loper on the current version. I was surprised we didn't get bitten where I threw the Marine Flare and he didn't run. Yes, Wintermute. We'll be playing Silksong next week, right? Because it releases. So I was thinking, I'm still not sure what we're gonna do this weekend. We might do episode 1 of Wintermute. Or maybe I'll do some Wolf Wrangler. We'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of undecided. I would like to start Wintermute in case they drop it on us. Ooh, there we go. Score. We found some chips. Glad I came here to check. That's exactly what we're looking for. Not taking the peaches. Peaches are bugged on this version. They do not warm you up. Really weird. Didn't know they stopped when you had torch. Yeah, they do respect the lit torch. But if you're really unlucky,
my head feels thick.
They can like sort of bump into each other, you know, push each other. It's very annoying when that happens. And one can push another into you basically, and then they can even bypass the torch. It sucks when that happens. But I had it happen before. What do I expect from TLD2? I expect one giant map with no loading screens, probably. Other than maybe some interiors, I don't know, maybe they will have, but... I feel like the map will be, you know, it won't be like divided into regions. Another 99% Fire Striker, what the hell? And I expect better animal AI, hopefully. Like, oh, okay, no torches, whatever. Whatever, let's go. It's Frostbite that we are worried about, not the torches too much. Then again, if we do get Team Bees, we may have to start a fire real quick. It is foggy, so this is not too bad.
So cold.
Wendy, welcome in.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
35% last. Oh, you know what? I'm not surprised. I will be surprised when you finally have your phone recharged. At this point, I am used to it. Oh, thank frick. He's going after the deer. So it should be good. At least I think. Oh. What? Why is the stalking music playing? That was weird. They don't have morale. They don't have the right to touch me. Come on. What the frick was that? You just have to say you're practicing NKG earlier today. You had to stop because you were like 2 to 3 hits away from getting him. Watch me not be able to get that close tomorrow. No, you will, Sarah. You will. Okay, they are a little buggy on this version too. So they've always been this way, I guess. The way they run, right, when they're scared, it's like a cartoon. Like they almost stop and then they suddenly go really quickly. You will totally get it, Sarah. Nightmare King Grim is the kind of a boss that once you learn him, you kind of won't forget. Like, it took me so long to kill the first time when I was playing. On my replay, I think I killed him like third try. I still remembered. So you'll see. You will easily get him. You will easily get him.
I think I can use this.
We cannot use this. It thought I'd go live earlier when I had to work, sadly. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have. No mementos, so I can't really search. I mean, I can search the visors, but they're not gonna have anything, right?
Excellent.
They are not gonna have anything. I think they only have stuff in Wintermute. It's like scripted stuff. Didn't know you would get journal entries from God Home. You haven't googled it and told you no, so you might have accidentally finished the journal in God Home. Journal? Did you kill the Godmaster maybe or someone? Who could count as a journal? It might be an exception. Because you say you didn't face him, right? A God Tamer, not the Godmaster. How's Frostbite? I have to watch it. You'd pay $5 for an app that makes your phone play a heartbeat when your phone reaches 5% battery. I mean, maybe something like that exists, right? It's just, there's so many apps, it's hard to know. But boons, we cannot take that. Stim?
This stuff's coming in.
That's not a stim. Military code just sitting here. Cardboard matches, can they? Oh, nice, nice. Like on the current version as well. Yeah, I never see those. It's like, it's a shame how many nice loot placements you miss out on when you only play Loper. I wish you could still get like other items in those spots, but in some cases it doesn't make any sense. More coffee. But I have so much coffee, I'm not even happy to say it anymore. Like seriously. Like I'm never gonna drink this all. Look at all this stuff. We almost got cooking 5 from all the coffee we found. These are rare lockers. They have the same loot as locked lockers. This was actually pretty crap. Yeah, there you go. Insulated, but those are like high tier boots. So that was decent. Trooper, welcome in. Willingly entering VI. Maple syrup and ketchup chip RNG must be brutal. It is! I don't think it's possible to get it on a single round. Like, ketchup chips? Maybe, but you're not going to find 25 maple syrups. I found maybe... I am carrying 1. I found maybe 5 or 6, I think. So we'll try to cheese for the other batch later on. We just need to survive 25 days for this one. We got the cannery node. In case we want to go there, we might get an Aurora tonight. Let's see. Hunter's Journal, only got Tamer left. Yeah, I see. I think it's because generally you cannot fight a boss. You cannot fight a boss in God Home if you haven't encountered them, right? But there are a few exceptions. And I guess... Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is the old one. What am I doing? I already got used to the old goat, to the new goat. But the old one was going under the bridge, actually. They fixed it. And then Sarah told me how to do it the same day they fixed it. I mean, unless you finally have the journal, right? I mean, that's quite a grind. It's a lot of work, the journal. Also, oh, Bleak still has the old moose spawn, right? Like, Bleak used to be the best region for moose before wildlife refresh. Do we go to the isolated cabin? We're probably gonna have to encounter Timbies again. But let's do it. Can I make it there to warm up or not? Like, it's kind of far and Frostbite is creeping up. Got them all in one run if memories. Oh crap. Okay, we have so many flares, whatever. They're gonna respect that, right? Timbies everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I was not able to find that many, unless there's some kind of a cache specifically for the challenge that I missed. But it is nice we only get 3 Timbros at a time, because it is Voyager, so the packs are smaller. You bought a new pillow, but now your neck starts hurting. Aw. Matter of getting used to it. It's just like Sarah's chair. Did you get slightly more used to your chair, Sarah? Or... what was that? Oh, they're in struggle mode. We're in a scripted area. So they are charging. Hopefully they respect the flare still. He's charging. He wants to struggle. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Should be good. To go through this hill. They gave up? Oh, that's nice. See, I wonder if this is broken. Do you see how quickly they gave up? I mean, this is how they should freaking work, but they don't. I'm a little confused here. This waterfall. This is a bigger drop than I remember. The hell? Let's go against the current, I guess. But I'm a little confused about this. Like I'm getting turned around, and we do need to warm up very soon. Order the food rest for under the table, maybe it'll help. Yeah. Do something with the legs, right? Since you can put them up or something. This is what? I guess we need to go this way. We should be able to reach the cabin. Finally finished 50th book. Nice, GG. Yeah, now we can rest. See, now we can stop reading. But knowing you, you will probably double your goal to 100. But 100 will be tough because it's end of August. Okay, we should be able to do this. And we did go the right way. We're near the cabin now. There is a rim grill in this cabin, if I remember correctly, so we can warm up inside. What? This is locked? This is not the thing anymore, is it? I've never seen a locked firewood bin, and it's empty. Okay, cool. This is definitely not a thing, right? I rarely come here. Yeah, that first bed was too close, honestly. Way too close. How's the tinder? Actually lower than I like.
That should help warm things up.
Hold on, let me use some more. What do you mean cook? I want to add fuel. No maple syrup, as expected. Oh wow, double matches. I mean, I don't really need them anymore. We got a fire striker. Too much loot here. Way too much loot. But this is the best thing. No T-jiggling, man. They should bring this back. I am enjoying this no T-jiggling thing so much. Let's freaking go. Honestly, I'm just gonna drink these or whatever. Yeah, locked firewood chest, really weird. Quite a realistic but still challenging goal, yeah. For me, 50 would still be unrealistic. I could never read that much, but no, if you read a lot, and you sure as hell do have the time with the commute and everything, right? Well, you know, next week you probably have to up it further because it won't feel the same if you hit 50 again. I guess I need the ammo. It's very light and we're pretty low anyway. So nothing here. I'm just gonna get rid of the frostbites. Maybe take a quick nap. Still frostbiting though. Still frostbiting. Let's have another hour. Last year in a very long time, right? Because you will move, right? So your commute will change. I'm worried the fog is over, but let's see. How about we eat some chips? Yeah, I found one extra pack. Why not use it? Maybe a box of crackers. I have so many of these, holy crap. There we go. Sleep more and exercise more. That'll be good for your body for sure, yeah. Healthy stuff. Gotta get your sleep. Gotta get some exercise. I should get some more exercise. My sleep is good, but you know, not regular enough exercise. I would do all that stuff more if I could just work less, you know? As long as your body could use it. It's good in general, you know. It's good in general. It's just... I prefer doing like outdoorsy exercise. I don't really like just going to the gym and you know, just running on a treadmill or something. It's not really my thing. But then you are to the weather. Gonna bike to work like a typical Dutch person, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I can bike to my office too. It's just I live so close, it doesn't really make logical sense to bike there. Because biking would actually take longer than going by foot. Because there's like... one of the paths has like stairs, you know. I would have to just carry the bike anyway. How about swimming? Yeah, but that is again the same thing, right? Like swimming indoors. But swimming is good for you, yeah. Swimming is really good. Wish I lived near the sea or something. Just go for a swim every day. Or near a lake. Maybe one day. Let's warm up. I can roll out of my bed to my job. Yeah, like my commute I commute less than a month, less in 1 month than you do in 1 day, I think. Like, my commute is really short. And I love it that way. If I changed jobs, I would be looking for a new place to live in, you know? Like, it's important to me that I don't spend too much time in commute. I hate commuting. Love you so swimming, best form of exercise. It is good, it is very healthy. It can cool you down. Yeah, 5 hours. Yeah, I'm doing the math in my head. That's like 2 months worth of commute for me, I think. Maybe more than 2. That's crazy. Yeah, if I had a commute that long, I would definitely stream a lot less. Like, weekdays would simply not be a thing, right? Unless I'd be like streaming nights, and I really, like after 9 or 10 p.m. Unless a new patch came out or something, I am not gonna do that, you know. If I was hyped enough, I probably could. Like we did it when Standard Pass came out or whatever, but otherwise, yeah, it's too late. One hour to get to your school. Yeah, that's pretty long too. Like when this commute is insane, but like 1 hour is already insane to me. I can understand like half an hour, but anything longer than that, I would be just like, oh no. I'd rather pay extra or have a worse apartment, you know. Sacrifice an oven, for example, for shorter commute. Like that's very good trade to me. But, yeah, I mean, some people don't mind it, yeah, like, you can do stuff, right? You can watch streams, you can read, I don't know what else. I don't know, I'm just never comfy enough in a train, you know? Our commute is ridiculous, that's coming for someone who did 3-hour commutes in Tokyo. Yeah, you guys are all crazy as far as I'm concerned. Like, you should not talk about commute in terms of hours. That's my rule, you know? That's my hard rule. If I'm talking about commute in hours, then I need to change something.
Can't feel my feet.
Made a dent in your physical health. Yeah, yeah. Like, it's not good for you either, right? It's more sitting, especially if you have like an office job. Oh, look, there's a... Okay, I didn't know there used to be a rifle spawn. This is not a spawn anymore, for sure. This is definitely not a spawn anymore. Should I even go to the lighthouse? I mean, it's probably not gonna have much. Let me check. Let's see if we get anything on the beach, too. I don't see anything, though. Did Blickella, like, you used to not have beachcombing or something? I have never done the old beachcombing with Blickella, that's for sure. Frostbite going up. Yeah, we're warm up in the lighthouse. There's Mr. Bear. And there can't be any Timbies there, if I remember correctly. I see nothing. I wonder if there was, like, no beachcombing here. But it doesn't matter. We're going up here. Yeah, over 1 day a week every week. Like, that's just too much, you know, a 7th. You already lose a third of your week to sleep in. That's enough. At least a third of your week to work in. Or well, maybe slightly less because of weekends, but you know. That's a lot. When do you get to do the fun stuff? That's what I'm asking, you know. Coming to your summer job was metro, 1 kilometer walk and a 15-minute ferry. Well, you know, if you're walking, that's kind of nice because at least it's healthy, at least it's some exercise. That sounds pretty acceptable. Husband is like, oh, you're so dedicated. I mean, you are. You are. That commute is, yeah, that's, I could not stick to that. How come it's Wednesday already? Welcome in, Rock. I know, right? But I'm not complaining. I mean, the weekend is coming. This is the only outdoor 6-burner in the game, by the way. Very interesting spot. You can actually sleep here. You know, this is actually crazy good for like out or no-go or something, right? You get a 6-burner right next to a bed. Not bad, honestly. Not bad at all. Macro, welcome in. Shocked faces when people know how long you travel. I definitely made a shocked face myself when I first learned, without a doubt. Might be staying the night here, honestly. This is disgusting weather. I don't want to deal with this. Yeah. At work, they just give you more work for dedication, right? Exactly, exactly. You gotta know how to pace yourself. That's one thing I'm very good at. I'm very good, I excel at pacing myself with work tasks, you know? I definitely make sure to not push myself too hard, yeah. Let's go all the way up. Oh, okay, there's more shells here. That's a pretty cool spawn. I don't know, it might still be here on lower difficulties, definitely not there on lower. But I think the orange boxes, they sort of spawn the same on all difficulties. It's just Loper doesn't get the shells, so it's kind of whatever. I think that's how it works. Okay. Running out of coal slowly, but we can still sleep. Hope for an Aurora. If we get an Aurora, we're gonna go to the parkour, I think. Excellent, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it. That's a good setup. But you need to have a chill boss, right? That's the thing. Hey, where's my Aurora? I'm in Blick Inlet. What a scam. Yeah, they appreciate you. Well, they need to show it, right? They need to show that they appreciate you. Not even the case sometimes. Yeah. Well, it is random, right? Like, it is, it's not guaranteed in most spots. Is there any guaranteed spot? In Zone of Contamination is the only case that's guaranteed, I think. The only one I can think of, anyway. 25 stream streak, GG. You might not push yourself too hard, but your work sure as hell do, Pooks. I know. I just push back, you know? I just push back. That's what I do. Gotta find the right balance. We could go, but I am not in a rush here. We may as well wait until the morning. After all... Oh! No! It's not an Aurora. Ah, what a scam. I'm just gonna wait it out. You're way too honest for that. Well, I'm not saying do nothing. I'm not saying do nothing. You know, just gotta pace yourself. Just gotta pace yourself. Chill boss is absolutely required. Yeah, I came for the famed Blick Inlet more than cold. I just had to see it with my own eyes. Especially, you know, my skin, it just craves that fresh Blick Inlet air. There's nothing quite like it. Words don't pay the rent, boss. Hell yeah. Okay, looks like we are getting... Oh, crap. Okay, I guess we're going. Let me drink something. We're thirsty anyway. I kind of didn't watch my my stove time, my fuel. Hey, you're even cold, what a scam. Oh well. And of course it's starting to snow the moment I want to move out. What a scam. Let's do some parkour. Oh, ah, damn it. I missed it. Never mind. Torn clothing, like what did I tear? My own skin? Did I tear my ski boot? You can't eat scenery in your one-liners to bosses. I'll make bears run, we can find out. There's just one ahead of us. Frig Blick Inlets. Yeah, come on, Sarah. They're basically the same, right? Totally the same. Ooh. He didn't get the chance to run. Flare Gun 5. Frick Standard Pass even more. Hey, you don't get to hate on Standard Pass since you've never been there. That's the rule. You get to hate on Blickenland because you've been there and you learned that it's maybe not that great. But yeah, you have not explored Standard Pass, so you have been there. Well, not on stream. If it didn't happen on stream, then it doesn't count, you know? That's just how it works. That's the rule. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is a lovely region, isn't it? Look at all this coast. I don't know why there's absolutely no beach coming, and it's so freaking dark again because why the hell not? Could I have searched the... I actually need to search the bridge, man. I need to go back. Because it could have, like, ketchup chips or something. So we're sort of gonna backtrack here. You've been to Standard Pass and you can confirm that. That is awesome. Yeah, totally. Black Rock is premium. Yeah, Sarah loves Black Rocky. I mean, for long-term survival, it's really not great, right? Like on Loper, I don't like it very much, but I can appreciate its design. And it has some positives to it. Like, Black Rock has some of the best workbenches in the game. Like, the workbench placement, most of the workbenches are outside near a fire barrel. It's really good. It's just not enough to just, you know, just go there for that alone, typically, but... I love the workbench placement in Black Rock. I wish more regions had that. Very cool regions, but it happens that all the regions really like must be windy as hell. Yeah, maybe with custom settings we'll get some more choices to change the wind. That would be really cool to see. Because honestly, like getting the wind up or down, it actually makes a lot of difference in difficulty, right? Like Nogoa is windier. It's something with the settings, like the wind frequency. It looks like it changes the wind strength as well somehow. I don't really understand how it works. I will have to test it more. But yeah, I've like done some science, you know, between like Nogoa settings and like Loper settings, and I mean the only thing that should be different is the wind should be changing faster, right? And that does happen, but the wind also seems to be stronger typically. So what's the frostbite? Should we ah wait, we're still fine. Still fine for now. Subway station, workbench placement or next to fire barrel, it's Chef's Kiss. Yeah, same Cook's Farm. Cook's Farm is very nice. Bricklayers is very nice. The prison one is very nice. And there's also the Foragers, right? Foragers not that great because it doesn't have like a bed or a fire barrel. But I mean, it's there. If you could get like a fire going. Like, it mostly has outdoor workbenches. It has some indoor ones too. I think the... what is it called?
What have we here?
Painkillers, of course. These matches are still here, I think. You can still get these matches even on Loper. It's a rare spawn. Very easy to miss, right? But it's kind of nice. Actually, you know what? I want this for Timbies, maybe. Might be useful, because we're gonna go to the cannery. Mic did not work. Oh, man. Hope you get it sorted out. Yeah, I would be so annoyed if my mic just stopped working. I bought one for like $100 back when I started. I did not have a mic beforehand. No, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do it, may as well buy one. Luckily it just worked, you know. Didn't have to deal with all that crap. That's the worst when you buy something, it just doesn't work. You have to return it, you have to wait even longer. Isn't enough cloth and metal in standard pass, but there's a problem of all far territory. Yeah, in general there's like not that much. We did a far territory only run. It was very interesting. Bonk. Oh crap. It did not run. Oh crap! Okay, he's probably gonna struggle us, but I mean we're gonna win it, right? We have a knife. Let's try it. I just couldn't get under him. Let's go with this. Oh no, it's tapping! It's quick tapping! Ah! It's quick tapping! Frick! Why is it quick tapping? Stupid ass quick tapping, man. Ugh. I hate it. Worst freaking setting in the world. Where the hell is this guy? We kind of need to go, honestly. Kind of cold. Yeah, freaking quick tap. Shouldn't be a default setting, man. Oh, this is still here. Not that we need it, really. So I'm guessing they will still be out because it's, you know, it's the old patch. So it's like less forgiving. I'm gonna turn on another flare. Yeah. Frostbite is pretty high. We need to go to the kitchen area. We can explore the rest later. Of course I get stuck.
Getting weaker.
Plenty of stims, let's use them. So I could use some antiseptic, really. Could definitely use some antiseptic here. Stupid Fire Striker, why is it first? I'm holding a lit flare. And the Fire Striker is first. Luckily it doesn't really matter. But I need to heal that infection risk. Problem with outdoor workbenches is even next to the fire we are not protected from the wind. The wind just destroys clothing condition. Well, you can just get naked, right? If you make the fire warm enough, you can just strip naked to protect your clothing. That totally works. Oh, yes! Yes, let's go. See, all that pain was worth it. Are we gonna get, like, infection? Oh my god, look at that. Oh yeah, this is the place to be, clearly. This is the place to be. Gauntlets. Alright.
Too tired to think straight.
Yeah, may as well drink a tea if we're gonna sleep. Where's one of those teas? But I don't have any way to cure the infection risk. So that sucks. I will get lucky later. If not, we'll have to figure something out. An improvised hatchet. Can definitely sleep for like 5 hours here. I wouldn't mind some more hydration though. Where is our heritage filter? Yeah, we should put that on. Actually, we could try the other one, right? For this stream. It looks like we cheated that, but I mean. And again, mechanic that can be defeated by an auto-clicker is mid. Absolutely, yeah, like, it's crazy how much difference it makes though, right? Like clicking speed. Because struggles are such an easy way to lose a run. It's crazy. That is something I hope will change in Black Frost. Like, get that mechanic out of my sight. Make it more either skill dependent or strategy dependent, right? Like if you prepare well enough. Just make it sort of predetermined. There can be some RNG or whatever, but just don't make me click fast. We have to go look for the infection thingy. I mean, our condition's good, but I really don't want a Bella infection. So let's head out. Oh no, the wind's getting worse. Well, we have flares for that. Could be a blizzard too. Oh, that's the Blick Inlet I know. There is at least one. Oh, there's a corpse here. At least one first aid kit on the parkour, right? So we're gonna do that. Also, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, nice. Yeah. The flare would just stay on the bottom of the rope. I didn't actually warm up any teas. Whoops. Isn't clicking quicker than the automatic one? Not for most people. I have a video on it. I have the struggle video. The vast majority of people cannot click that fast. Most people click like 6, 7, 7.5 at most per second, even if they try. Unless you're using some kind of a way, you know, to like click with 2 buttons or whatever, or stuff like that. Most people don't click faster than that. The automatic one is 8, but I also just like dislike. I dislike button mashing in general because it's not good for my hand, for my wrists, and I play the game a lot. And I like the consistency of the automatic one too. Like, if I'm getting into a struggle, I deserve to be punished anyway, you know. I could work around it and just click really fast, and it really trivializes the game. I'm just not a fan of it in general. But you know, if you just want the best outcome and you can click faster than 8 times per second, then that's the way to go. Would make sense in challenges, something like Wolf Wrangler or whatever, you know, if you get a struggle. But then again, if you should not really be missing there much, right? In challenges like that anyway. And if you hit the wolf, then it should be a pretty quick struggle. That infection risk is not looking good. No woodworking tools here yet. Almost nothing here yet. There's not even wires and fuses. Very empty area all of a sudden. Oh, I mean, antibiotics. We have reishi, right? We don't need that. I need antiseptic. Not the stuff I'm looking for. The couple is back. Yeah, looks like they've been here since they released Blick Inlet. Yeah, the furniture too. I was looking for them. I'm already used to looking for them. Strange. Oh, that's not bad actually. Hold on. Good stuff. Speaking of, I should probably drink one of these energy drinks. I have a bunch of them. And we're getting kind of tired. Good time for them. Wow, wait, what? How do I still have no frostbite? Interesting. It is a blizzard outside. Is there still a guaranteed sting here? Yeah, it is. That's pretty sure that's a guaranteed one. Damn it. The one time I need antiseptic. One freaking time. I think there's one more ahead of us. Let's see.
Damn. Freezing.
There it is. Come on, antiseptic. Damn it. Yeah, we may have to, like, actually slip it off then. We're gonna cure it with Reishis or some crap like that. What do we got here? I should have probably just used the Marine Flare and throw it on them. Yeah, we can't go here sadly. Only during Auroras. You know what, let's do it. I mean, I can still reuse this one. Come here. Just say the pizza first meal of the day. Ooh, nice. What kind of pizza? Damn it. Oh. Okay, I have so many, I'm just gonna waste them like this. Super, super wasteful, but okay. There we go. And we keep going. I'm gonna check the far island probably. But there is going to be a pack. Oh man, there's gonna be another pack in my way. I don't wanna deal with that. I can't even go back through here, can I? I don't think so. Poly tools, simple tools. What's the temp? Minus 28. Strange that I'm not getting frostbite. I think I already have one risk, right? No. Yeah, I do have one. Strange. Yeah. I need to go and fix that. Fix that infection risk now. Warm here? I think it's we're inside here. Interesting. Well, I mean, this is still sort of a thing on the current version, but not this far down, I think. Cool. Very convenient. But we're gonna go all the way. We need to sleep somewhere.
Cold.
Deep frozen salami, too lazy to cook. Oh yeah, I know the feeling. Hello. So wait, this is still the patch where you can I don't have enough rocks, but you can still skip the parkour, right? I think you can just build a rockage over there and jump right here. They fixed it later. Thank you for the follow, cheesecake. Oh crap! I just realized something. The alert works. I didn't set my calendar back. I'm worried it will mess up the challenge or something. Not sure if I need to roll back the calendar or not. I need to make a backup once we're closer. Hopefully it'll be fine. I need to make a backup of the file. I mean, it seems to be working, right? Sort of. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll science it. And we'll know. I'll need to make a backup closer to 24 days, then I'll try to roll it back or something, but yeah. Let's see. Hopefully it won't mess it up. I totally forgot about the calendar thing and it just sort of works, I guess. Interesting. How's the frostbites? Can we still loot the safe here? I think we can do it in time. Let's see what we get. I don't think we can get antiseptic from this, sadly.
End up being useful.
That's not very useful. That's not very useful, actually. Let's go back to the kitchen. Trip to the kitchen. There's something in there. Or am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. Yeah, so... Oh, this fire is still going. How very nice. Didn't realize. Dump all this wood here. And we're gonna have to sleep. Now, I'm gonna get infection sooner or later. There's not much we can do. I'll leave one reishi on me already to be able to heal it. I'm not sure if I want to eat these now, because like I'm not so sure about the calendar thing, you know. So let's just sleep like 2 hours. Gonna wait for the infection to pop in. Actually, we could heal the infection, right? It's not guaranteed. Maybe we'll just get lucky. Time to cut off the hands. Yeah, prevent it from spreading. If you could lose a limb or like break limbs and in TLD, that would be crazy because that would be basically permanent. Like you would not recover from that, right? I feel like it would really fit like truly like rough survival. I was expecting it to be on Misery, you know, when they announced the afflictions on Misery. They made them a lot more vague, like haunted mind and broken body. Still at 90%. I think it will trigger soon. Losing limbs, ability to use them, be a part of Black Frost perma-life. Can't wait to see it. Come on! Is it not gonna trigger? If there was an aura, at least we could check the parkour, but like this, I don't know. That stupid Timberwolf just had to give us blood loss. I don't know why I didn't pick up the call at Cannery Residences. I guess I thought I had enough. I really should have. Revolver enough to deal with Aura Fluffy. Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, I'm guessing Aura Wolves... we're probably not gonna get an Aura. This is crazy. I mean, this is freaking Bleak Inlet. I wonder if Bleak Inlet did not have higher Auroras or something. Or can you even get Auroras? I'm not sure I saw an Aurora on this run yet. Maybe Auroras are disabled. Have we had an Aurora? I don't remember one. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Not tired enough. Oh well. If the weather was better, I would move. Actually, I mean, we could go to the island. We're probably gonna go, since we're not even tired. It's not that bad. Not even all of these are warm, unfortunately. Just give me something warm. There we go. My precious boots survived. These boots can probably take a beating. Like, one Timberwolf struggle would never destroy them. That's just not happening. Ah, there's go. We got a sprain. How much did it get damaged? 1%. Unless we can sprint. I probably need the wood. Like, we may need to sleep for a long time if we get the infection, so... Some extra fuel would be very nice right now. Those guys are probably gonna aggro, but I'm gonna try and avoid them if I can. We could go to the trailers and maybe from there. Let's see. Yeah, we could look for Old Man's Beard as well. There's not much over here. And at this point, by the time I craft the bandage, is probably gonna happen. Let's see though. If I find it, yeah, we definitely should. We only need 3, it's just 1 infection. I don't think there's any on the island though. It's not a big deal, like we can survive it just fine. We can slip it off. It's just a little annoying because most likely we'll be sleeping during the entire day. Once again. Why is this sapling so tiny? Another flare, that'll come in handy. Indeed. A bow? I don't have any arrows, so it's not very useful, really. Feels so weird to just find a bow. Not really used to that. Alright, now to the island. I wonder if I can leave by going under the bridge here. Because it is possible these days, but I am pretty sure it was not possible. I'm not even sure if this is not thin ice. That would be pretty bad if it was. Yeah, let's not get to those thingies there. But like, you can leave by going under the bridge here. There is a little thin ice there, but there are ways. Oh no, they're too close. I don't know if we can get there. Let's try. Still hot. Any chance for Old Man's Beard here? I actually see 2, maybe 3. Just watch me get the infection. Yeah, that might be enough. So there is Old Man's Beard here. Nice. But I think by the time I make the bandages, it's gonna happen because we've had the risk for so long. Let's try anyway. Just gonna make it right here, I think. Just go it in case we can beat it in time. 15 minutes. Ooh, okay, that was close. So that's nice, we don't have to sleep the infection off now. Yeah, that was very close. Welcome and gentle. Marine Flare. Yeah, we're doing some time capsule here. But I forgot to change my calendar, so I'm not sure. I hope it won't bug out the challenge, man. Saved my life. We wouldn't have died. We wouldn't have died. We have antibiotics, right? Reishis are antibiotics. So I would just drink a reishi tea and sleep for 10 hours. And would be fine. And we can actually... Ooh, level 3. We can drop all the tinder. That's kind of nice. And I have to deal with that. Okay, I'll probably stay here until the morning. It's already almost morning. Let me just use one lump of coal so that we're definitely warm. And sleep on the outer part. Drop some coffees. Soviet welcome in. Right. Wait, what else? Oh yeah, we just got a sprain. We can sleep off the sprain. It's all good. Sadly, no stim here. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Is it a blizzard again? I can't tell with this filter. With this cheat death filter. It is a blizzard. How does the capsule work really? Is there an option in the menu? What do you mean by the calendar? So, capsule is just a way to downpatch your version. It's sort of a hinterland official supported way, or formerly supported way, to play older versions of the game. They don't officially support it anymore, but as far as I know, it still works. You can find it somewhere on their website. Yeah, you can sort of enroll in a beta on Steam, and the beta is like an older version or something like that. But really, you can actually download any version of the game. This is not officially on Time Capsule, right? You cannot replay this officially. But if you have the game on Steam, then you can play any formerly published version. You can download any of the formerly published patches. There we go. Thank you, Rug. Yeah, that's the Time Capsule itself. That's sort of a TLD concept. But yeah, you can always downpatch. It's really any game, it's not just TLD. So we just downloaded this old version via SteamDB. As long as you have the game on Steam, you can just simply download like an older version of it. And the calendar is necessary because it's a special event. So by calendar, I literally just mean my computer time, right? It's 2025, August 2025, but this happened in July 2020, and I know for 4 days of night you need to set back your calendar to like 2018 or 2019 to even play it, because it was literally just a challenge that lasted 4 days, and each day was different, right? So it really mattered which day you were on. But this challenge is not really like that, so it might not matter that we didn't roll back the calendar. Let's hope it doesn't matter. Still a blizzard. I'm gonna spend another call. But yeah, I'm just hoping I didn't bug out the challenge, so I guess we'll see. I need to make a backup on like day 24 or day 25. I'll do it on day 24 to be safe. Hopefully we'll reach Broken Railroad by then. Finally, the blizzard is over. We can try and leave. Hoping to use the time capsule to get the Cougar badge. I don't think it's possible. Zach tried it and he couldn't make it work. He has a video on it. I assumed it would be, because like I don't see why it wouldn't, right? But like Zach actually tried it. I remember watching the video thinking like, oh yeah, okay, he's gonna roll it back, he's gonna get it, it should be fine. Should work just like this, right? Just like these old community challenges. But apparently it didn't. I don't know. Maybe there is a way, but he couldn't get it working. I was quite surprised when I saw the video. It just didn't unlock for him, right? He killed 3 cougars and it didn't trigger. I don't know. Odd. But you know, feel free to give it a try. Maybe you'll be luckier. Shall we try and go under the bridge? I'm not so sure. Also, I kind of want to do washed out trailers, so we're gonna go this way. Still, welcome in. Are we winning? I mean, I don't know, sort of. I forgot to change my computer time for this challenge, so I'm just hoping I didn't bug it out. That would suck. How to make backups? Well, you just need to find your save folder and copy the save out. That's basically it. He had to kill like a ton of extra cooks until the batch proc. If I remember the video, he literally just like enabled the console because that was his last resort. Since he couldn't get it by naturally killing cougars, he just added the badge by console. Look, if you want the badge and it's not like, you know, you can't unlock it anymore, you can use the console. That's always an option. I know it doesn't feel the same to unlock a badge, but you could, you know, you could go and kill 3 cougars on the old patch and then add yourself the badge or whatever. If you wanted like sort of the legit way, that will work. That will work. You can always use the console. Badges were buggy too. I did have some problems porting the 4 Days of Night badge to the current version. I don't think it was buggy. I think it's just a matter of how the profiles upgrade, you know. It's probably expected. It's just, it's not smart enough. And also it's kind of, you know, it's 5 years forward, many versions in between that I played on. So it's probably pretty complicated. Like, I am not surprised it doesn't easily transfer, but we managed to get it working for 4 Days of Night. I think we'll get it working for this. Worst case, there is always the console, right? I can always add it after I did it, but I prefer not messing with my profile that way if I can avoid it. I haven't had to do it so far. Oh, yes! Oh, I'm so glad I came here. Another syrup, let's go.
Can't feel
Oh,
my
this is
hands.
like a rare backpack then. That was unusually good loot for a backpack. That's not a normal backpack, I think. If you're not dead, you're winning. True, true. We are winning. We are definitely winning then. She dead in 2020. Welcome in, Soul Smoker. We're just using the filters because the filters came out on this patch actually, so you know, I never really used them during normal play, so I thought this challenge is a good time to just try them for a bit. But you know, it gets pretty old pretty quickly. Just use the black and white filter. But you know, for one stream it's not too bad. I don't think I could play like this all the time though, it's just, yeah. Yeah, let's have a coffee, we have plenty of them. It's actually still hot, okay. Timberwolf, Blick and Lad. I don't think that was ever a thing, no. Blick always had Timberwolves. Timberwolves were already a thing when Blick came out, as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, Blick was 2019, right? I think that's pretty much the same year Team Beast came out. There's Team Beast everywhere, it's like before the refresh, so it's even worse actually, because there's no chance for Black Wolves. There's Timberwolves everywhere in here, just like there used to be. Yeah, Zeg used the command. You don't want to do that, yeah, I get that. I would not want to do that either, but... Like, I don't know, feel free to try it for yourself, you know? Maybe it was just something with his setup, something he did. Try to kill some extra, and maybe you'll have better luck than Zeg did. But if not, I don't think there's a different way. Like, I genuinely... I know a lot of exploits, right, when it comes to this game. I do like that stuff. But I don't know of a way to get that badge if you missed out on it. And many people did. Other than you could try and search for a mod as well, but at that point it's not that different than just cheating it in, right? Yeah, like Zeg had the same idea, and I imagined, yeah, that's like the way you're gonna do it. If I missed it, I would do that too. And surprisingly, it didn't seem to work, but yeah, like, who knows? Maybe it's just, you know, finicky. You could give it a try. Let's see, is this thin ice? Yes. I think there's more thin icer than on the current version, so it's kind of... I may have to go all the way around even. I could probably sprint through, but... Is there a console guide somewhere on YouTube? Sometimes you just want to experiments. I don't think so. Well, there is like a wiki for the commands. I don't know how up to date they are. You could try googling for that. That's the only source I know of. Other than that, it's really just like trial and error and, you know, asking around. Like, it is a very powerful tool, and I still don't know like 90% of the commands. I really don't need most of them, that's the thing. And some of them are just not that useful to players, I think. Because, you know, the commands are there. They are not added by a mod. They are actually a part of the game. It's just you cannot access the console. It's just like mod tools, dev tools. This bear is not here, right? Yeah, they added a bear here. After refresh. Interesting stuff. We don't need rifle ammo. Let's keep moving. Is there anything I can check here that could have a maple syrup? Honestly, probably not, just the blinds. Let's leave. Blick Inlet. PS4, you had a Cougar badge, but in an update there was a corrupted file you downloaded and lost your old... Oh man, that sucks, yeah. Yeah, the save corruption seemed to be happening a lot. I heard Prof lost his long run or something, right? Like on Safe House customization corruption. That stuff is dangerous. Like, I've been working on the videos, right, for Safe House customization. I'm working like 7 videos for that. And I did run into it a couple times, trying all sorts of stuff. Of course, I'm doing kind of exploited things, so I assumed it was just that. But it doesn't have to be. It's literally just you just like breaking down furniture or taking some furniture or saving in certain spots. And it just messes you up. So that's not very good. Like, if that happens, I really recommend sending it to Hinterland. They might save the save file, you never know. It's not a high chance, but there's always hope. And at least they might fix it, right? Even if they don't fix the save file, they might fix the bug eventually. Get around. Alright, have a good one. Yeah, there it is, Sarah. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, that's the only source I really know of. I guess the modders are keeping it sort of up to date. It's not always perfectly clear how to use something from it, but it's good enough, I would say. Losing the far starting is the worst. That's your favorite. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh no, okay, there's Timbies. Let's try and avoid them. It is one of the ones that takes the longest to unlock, right? So it does suck. Yeah. I think the Cougar badge is pretty good. Like, it's definitely one of the better badges. It's roughly on par with Blizzard Walker to me. It's like one of those badges I really like. I just end up never taking them on Loper when I only have 2 choices. It's called Fusion +1. And the +1 typically is not that. But I did take it a couple times. It is a solid badge. It has a few downsides though. Like, if you actually want to engage wildlife, it gets very annoying sometimes. Like, you have to go so close to them for them to notice you. That's kind of inconvenient, right? So that's like one major downside what I don't like about it. You can force the animals to notice you from normal distances. And sometimes you do want animals to notice you. That's one thing I don't like about it specifically. But other than that, it's really solid. Hadn't heard about Pravda is terrible. Yeah, 1000-day run. This is why I always back up my runs, because I'm terrified of this stuff. Like, It's crazy. To lose a long run like that, I would not be playing a long run. At least he made it past 1000, right? So he got the achievement. Oh, okay. Our first badge on this. Wow. So we unlocked this badge before even finishing a 25-day run. This is the fastest badge to unlock, right? Speaking of badges. Because we have nothing on this one. It's like a very old profile. We only have one. I remember when I started playing TLD, this was the first badge I unlocked as well. I still unlocked this in Wintermute. I specifically remember being around the Red Barn area, just sprinting around through Pleasant Valley in episode 3, and I unlocked this badge. I didn't even understand what it was, because you cannot actually enable... Oh, moose, okay. Wait, let's try the flare gun again. Because this is still a version where you can thread the moose. I tried it once, didn't get lucky. Oh no! Oh, I put it off! Okay, there it is. Damn it, didn't work. Yeah, I know. Imagine if we landed a shot. Yeah, like safe-house customization seems pretty dangerous. Honestly, the game is not in a good state when it comes to like bugs right now, for sure. The game's always had bugs, right? Like it's grown so large, and it's always gonna have bugs. Most games do, but it's some of the bugs, like, you know, anything that corrupts your saves, kills your run, like the cougar bug, the cutscene one. That's like really bad stuff. I really hope they prioritize it. Like, to me, that's like. They roll out episode 5 and they should be on it, you know. I don't think they will, not to that extent, but that really should be prioritized. It's really bad bugs. Like, yeah. Can probably do the rabbit badge faster. I'm not even sure. Like, if you can find a good grove near where you can. 8 rabbits a day, so it's still like, well, it's like 12 days. You could probably do it faster if you find a good enough grove, yeah. Yeah, those two were my first 2 badges, actually. The sprinting one I still got on Wintermute, and the rabbit badge I unlocked like very early into my first Stalker run, when I started survival. Because I did snare a lot when I did that. I did snare a lot. I used to just like stick to one region at a time, and, you know, I stayed in one base. Hunted rabbits, snared rabbits. So it was pretty quick, yeah. But yeah, the far starting one was the worst for sure. The badge unlocks are scary sounds. Yeah, they usually make me jump too. This time somehow it didn't. I was very surprised to see though. It really tells you. Let's actually check the progress. Like, this is definitely the fastest badge. Like, it's crazy, just 50 kilometers. Book smarts, yeah, we're not reading anything. Cool. Wow. Okay, that's because we spend a lot of time outside in the caves. This is much faster than I realized. I can't believe we're almost 20%. That's crazy. This one is gonna take a while. This is also already, wow, 5%, not that bad. Snowwalker, also decent progress. Yeah, we were not snaring. This one is crazy though, right? Because we're drinking so much coffee. Like, we could almost get this. This was one of the last badges I actually unlocked, ironically enough. It's not a hard badge, but I always had this thing with non-renewable stuff, right? Mostly it wasn't using it. And coffees were non-renewable for the longest times, so were stems. So I barely used them. I always just like pick them up and left them in a base. Ever since my Stalker days. I think I was at like 2 or 3% progress when I decided I wanted to unlock all the badges. It was crazy. Like, I made almost no progress in all those times. I had like, I don't know, I had like 6 or 7 badges unlocked out of 10 back then, and I was like, okay, I want all the badges. This one was like the least progressed one. Basemotok has you nervous. Yeah, make sure to back up. Like, yeah, the game is very like crashy, unstable. It's not very good. They really need to address that. It's been a problem every now and then, right? Like as they were adding stuff, as they were developing stuff. But now it's like pretty bad, and there hasn't been an update on it in a while. So I hope they do focus on it eventually. There's not much in Muskeg, is there? I could check the tower, I suppose. Maybe there will be something there, but probably not much. Poachers, fences. Honestly, not even poachers is worth it, I think. Since you completed Tales, you're in love with Celestial Navigator. That's your signature badge? Yes, yes. Honestly, my second favorite too. I really wish I could have it on my long run. I really wish you could switch badges. Like, Cold Fusion Celestial Navigator is, I think, my go-to as well for Loper runs. But you can't have it on old runs, so I usually go with Efficient Machine, but... with cooking recipes, you know, being renewable now, Efficient Machine is a lot less good, I would say. Even if I can't have any of the new badges, I would consider switching it into... probably Blizzard Walker. But honestly, even Straight to the Heart is pretty nice now. It doesn't work with caffeine pills, but still. Coffees are renewable. I guess I would go for Blizzard Walker though, that's still much more useful than Straight to the Heart. The weird thing with Straight to the Heart, for me at least, is if something is not renewable, it is, you know, it has very limited usefulness. That's how it was historically, and why I didn't like the badge very much. But even now, when you have like stims on lower difficulties are renewable and coffees are renewable, and maybe eventually it'll work on caffeine pills. I think I did report it even, but I'm not sure if it's really a bug. I imagine it would be. But the thing is, you can just get more caffeine pills instead, right? They're pretty light, they're so powerful that the badge doesn't even matter that much, I think. So I feel like it's most useful when an item is renewable but in limited quantities. With coffees it sort of works, because coffees are kind of expensive from the trader, they cost a sapling. But everything else, right, stems if you can buy those, and caffeine pills, they're just so crazy cheap that you'd be better off picking a different feed, I think. At least that's how I look at it. There's no helicopter crash here, of course. No transmitter. Looks so different, you know. Looks so different. Take a picture for old time's sake. I wonder if the picture will be black and white if we do it this way. It might be. I mean, it looks like it will be. Okay. Coffee and crackers, yeah. Perfect stuff. Look how much coffee you have left. Yeah, I could just like chug it as much as I want. I'm not gonna get rid of it. This challenge is just more coffee than I need. We almost got cooking 5 of these alone. Like, it's crazy. I only cooked these this run. We're cooking 4.5. And like, if I really wanted to, I could probably get it. That's not enough for 5. If I collected the rose hips and ratios, then probably, but I didn't bother with it really. You still don't have the rabbit one. Yeah, the rabbit one is one of the worst ones anyway. Because it doesn't help the snaring all that much. I feel like they should rework it. Snares are great. I think they're definitely underrated. Like, I understand why Loper and Misery players don't use them much. Especially early game, you just don't have much use for them. But late game, they can have their use. Especially now with the Trader, they're a great way to farm dried pelts, you know, for some trades. I think they're pretty nice sometimes. I do like them in Coastal specifically for trading. Very nice in the Basin too. I definitely think they're a little underrated, but yeah. The feed sucks regardless. Like, I wish it just gave you like larger rabbits or something like that. I don't know. Or a chance for an extra rabbit. It's just the way that feed works, it doesn't actually change much. I think we'll need a warm-up soon enough. We could do it in this cave over here. Once we were grinding for the Farmaster level 5 fire in the run, just lighting fires in a circle. Yeah, I did the same. Like, you can unlock it naturally, but 1000 fires is so much. And yeah, the fires, I don't know if it still happens, but I definitely remember that happening to me too. Just the fires crashed. I think it was some kind of a memory issue. I used to play on an old laptop, and I only need to start like not even 10 fires, I think, and it already crashed. So what I had to do is just like start like 5 or 6, go inside, reload the game, and then it seemed to work. I remember doing it on Wintermute, like I was doing all the magic grinding on Wintermute, especially Blizzard Walker one. I did it in episode 3 where we get a scripted Blizzard, right? So you could just like go outside, pass time, and then die, and you could just reload the save file. You could actually just do it in survival too, if you like stay outside not long enough for you to get frostbite or whatever. You could just like quit and reload, and it would still work. Maple saplings are too precious for coffee. Caffeine pills are so strong. Yeah, like the coffees are not actually that great of a trade, but it's only because caffeine pills are so strong. Like if caffeine pills weren't so overpowered, then coffees would still be a very worthwhile trade, because you can use the new bow and just use birch sapling for yourself. Since birch saplings don't have nearly as much utility for trading, the trader only wants maple saplings alone, or he wants like both maple and birch for some trades like flask. He never wants just birch alone, so you know you also get a lot more birch saplings from beachcombing and stuff. Like I think it's like 2 to 5, 2 maples to 5 birch. So even if you use them for arrows, you can use them for bows as well, and it sort of works out. Let's just drink the coffees. Maybe we'll get closer to straight to the heart, but yeah.
Sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon. energy is just disappearing.
Oh crap. Thank you, Hikon. I did mute my mic. Oh man, where did I stop? Did you hear me talking about the Noir filter? Yeah, the whole reason I used the stem, as you could see, I did not have the pulse effect. But I was talking about about how using the filters gets rid of the pulse effect. So it's kind of one useful thing we learned on this run. Both the Noir and the Heritage filter get rid of it if you want to see a little bit more at night. Yeah, I don't even know how long I was muted for. 3 Blizzard in a row in PV, was stuck in random caves. Pretty sure that I did a good amount. Yeah, PV is like one of the most Blizzard regions, but I've actually been doing some science. I've been doing it for PvP. I have not shared it yet. But what I did, I just set up like a cheat run, you know, good mode on, increased the time, and I passed like a couple hundred days, and I looked in the stats, how many days survived we had and how many blizzards we had. And I compared all the regions like this, and PV was actually not the most blizzardy region. And it surprised me. I'm not sure how that's possible, but yeah. I need to share the details later. Used to crank up the brightness and use the Noir filter to see in the dark. Yeah, I guess in some ways it helps seeing. In some ways it definitely helps. This week you learn how to cure frostbite. Simply die and cheat that. Yes, exactly. That's the only way to cure frostbite, really. BB8, welcome in. Thank you for the stretch break. Yeah, we're wrapped in a blizzard. We may as well stretch. Why the hell not? Here we go. Okay, some more sleeping. I will have to back up my save file next day when we get to Broken Railroad, because I am worried me not touching the calendar messes up the challenge. I do want those badges. BB8, we already unlocked a feed on this run. Can you believe it? Can you guess which feed we unlocked? On like a fresh profile. One that's so fast to unlock. Free runner, yes, it's free runner. We unlocked it like 10 minutes ago, because we're sprinting everywhere with all the coffee. Interestingly, we're already a third into straight to the heart. I can actually drink more just to get closer. I have so many coffees. TLD trivia, yeah, it's so quick to unlock, isn't it? Crazy stuff. Trader thing on Sarah's stream. I don't remember. It was something with the condition, right? But you said it was not the condition, so I'm not sure what it is. I have no idea what it is actually. Like if you put the meat in and waited too long for the trade to be completed. I have never had issues with that, but I never waited for trade too long, so maybe that's... I don't know. It kind of sounded like a bug from what you were describing. But maybe I misunderstood. Oh no, my coal! And we won't have any coal in Broken Railroad. Oh, we'll get some coal at Spence's. It's fine. It's fine. Let's sleep through the blizzard. Okay, that's real freaking windy. I think we can have at least 1 more hour in this fire. Time to head out. Let's have one coffee as well. But yeah, this was a nice challenge. We're gonna be ending it soon, actually. It's like, we only missed Broken Railroad. I mean, I still don't have either of the badges, right? But we're almost at 25 days. So let's just hope I didn't mess up with the calendar. Because if I did, that's just gonna suck. And then we'll try to cheese the other one, because we are nowhere near that, I think. I'm purposefully not eating any of the maple syrup or chips we have on us right now, because in case I need to roll back my calendar, you know, I don't want to progress it at all. We'll back it up and get try to get the 25-day one first. If we can get that, then we should be fine. We can try to get the 25 Canadian Foods badge as well. Honestly, I think the Auroras might be disabled on this run. Like, I don't think we have seen an Aurora. I can't recall one. Oh, come on, leave me alone. Let's have another coffee, maybe. Why not? Has this house always been here? Legit don't remember this. Just tucked in here. Really strange. Looks like we didn't get the maple syrup backpack. I'm not sure if it used to be a thing Prelude Refresh anyway. I feel like it's one of those spawns that probably has been here for ages. Scene of the crime. Mid-losing condition inside trader box. Oh, I see. So your trade was complete, but the meat hit 50% condition. It canceled the trade. Did you confirm the trade? Did you confirm the trade, or like? Did it drop before you managed to confirm the trade? Like, you know, signal the trader that the trade is complete is what I mean by confirming the trade. I mean, if it happens before confirming the trade, I guess it's expected, but I have not seen it before. I thought it would just let you.
What have we here?
I think that's one would actually be guaranteed. I just feel like I always see an old-fashioned parka there. Let's take all this coal. Bonk. I mean, we could get a stim from here, right? Let's check. No stim. Could also check the safe. Ketchup chips badge that restores stamina. Ooh, yeah. Imagine if you had like a badge where specific foods give you specific bonuses, right? That would be interesting, yeah. That would be pretty decent badge. Like, chips are actually not that hard to get, right? You can... They're renewable in decent amount from Beachcombing. I found a bunch of them on PPP. Like, I ate a lot of chips when I was doing the Beachcombing during that challenge. Before completing the other ones, while you were fishing for lantern oil, I see. Oh, there we go, another syrup. That's very lucky. Oh my god, we got 2 syrups out of saves. That's crazy. That's very lucky. With how many items you can get from saves on Voyager, we've been quite lucky there. But this is still, like, we're still not even halfway to getting enough syrup. So it's like, you know, we'll have to cheese it probably, if possible. We'll have to find out. Baked beans badge that increases speed due to flatulence. Yeah, all sorts of bonuses from foods. Yeah, we have a lot of syrup now because I'm not eating them right now. We have 4 liters, or well, 4 bottles. I guess it's not a liter, it's just 0.3 kilos.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Frostbite's looking good. I think we can keep going. Ah, starting to snow. Wait, what day is it? 22, so it's 23rd day. I will still have a couple days, it's all good. It's all good, we have a lot of time to spend in Broken Railroad, backup our save file. And then hopefully the badge will trigger. Guess we'll just have to see though.
Hey, I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
All these freaking painkillers, man. Are we Becky? Let's hope we are Becky. I think we are Becky. Oh, what the hell. Thank you. How long was I out? How long was I out? Last thing I saw in chat was let's go syrup. I'm not sure if I missed anything after that. "30 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay, so like not long. Not long. That's fine. Man, OBS should make a sound when it goes off. Like I didn't notice for a while. I only noticed when my chat started reconnecting. And then oh, this is gonna be another blizzard. Spare me. We may have to turn here because there are no caves anywhere near that side of Broken Railroad. So we're just gonna sit this one in a cave. Man, the amount of blizzards we're getting. It's fine though, because we have 3 days to loot Broken Railroad, which is like the smallest region, so we're not exactly in a rush. We can sit this one out. Oh, come on, this stupid log, man. Just let me up. Nice bomb, welcome in. We're doing some time capsule here. Trying to get the badge from the Winter's Embrace challenge. How do you even know? Do you need to press start streaming again or does it reconnect? Never tried it. Yeah, your connection is too stable for that. It reconnects itself. Maybe if you have like a longer break, like, you know, 10 minutes, it might not. I did not have to press anything, yeah. I think it tries to reconnect. If it's just like, you know, under a minute. If it's longer than that, that's I really got no clue. Luckily, I never had to deal with that. I think the worst it ever got was me having to restart my router. that one time. So actually, oh no, we did pick up some. Coal, but I'm still gonna get these sticks. Oh, frostbite is high. We need to go back in. We don't want to get frostbite. Yeah. So we happen to do this challenge naked, right? It's not a necessity, but we're just having fun because these are. It's a bit too easy otherwise. If you're used to Interloper, this is Voyager with a twist, really. You get a lot more blizzards, the interiors are colder, but other than that, this is basically Voyager difficulty, so we decided to spice it up by being naked. And we're also using the filter, that's why the screen is black and white. Just for fun, just to try them out. Never really use them. Okay, let's do this. And we're probably gonna have to sleep a little bit, drop some of these teas. Let's drink one. Missed this one due to cats. With what happened, you will be putting the meat into the box. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Usually the meat does not decay that fast, right? So your best bet is when you kill something, just harvest it ASAP. Meat decays much faster on a carcass than it does when it's harvested. So just get that cougar knife and harvest it ASAP. That really does help prolong it. YouTube videos helped you start playing a year ago. Now you're god on Misery. Whoa, that's some great progress in a year. GG on that. GG on that. I'm glad you like the videos. Yeah, this is a relatively chill challenge, right? We're mostly doing it for the badges because these badges I have not played when they were out, right? This ones. So we're just trying to unlock these. I've never done this challenge. But it's not difficult, but we might be onto something more difficult later. Like, I do want to do Wolf Wrangler, which is, it's not difficult, but it's difficult to do quickly, right? And I do want to try Nope. I can't wait to try some Nope without a bedroll. That's just gonna be madness. That's gonna be crazy. I am looking forward to it though. It's gonna be stressful but fun. Ever do a run with no sound? I never tried, no. It is an interesting idea. I was thinking of doing something like that, run with no sound. I was thinking of doing a run in a perma blizzard. That'll be pretty difficult, but it'll be kind of hard to watch. It'll be more fun to play than to watch. I was thinking of doing a run where I would keep all skills to level 1, which is actually way harder than it sounds, right? Like, if you think... I mean, cooking one is still doable. You could just eat, like, raw stuff. But carcass harvesting... You can only harvest a couple carcasses before, you know, you can't really keep animal clothing or anything, and you can't mend new stuff, because mending. You can't fish, I mean, you could do tip-ups, fishing is easy actually. Fire starting would be brutal though, because you can only start like 9 fires or whatever. And after that, you can't start any more fires ever on that run. It'll be brutal. Like, there'll be a very difficult run. I was also thinking of trying a run where I just enable faster speed on console, you know, triple speed, let's say, and just go everywhere fast. Imagine walking through the trestle on that, or like, you know, if a wolf aggroes you, well, it's gonna be tough, because if you walk into a wolf, you have much less time to react in a run like that. So many challenges we could try, right? Just playing through a single challenge is pretty time consuming. Even this one, which is a short challenge. This is the third stream we are doing. We should be able to finish it unless it bugs out, but yeah. Just something like Nope is gonna take us probably a long time to get through. Especially since I wanna do it without the bedroll because I'm crazy. I want to make no bedroll Nope a thing. Because I just hate the bedroll RNG in Outer. It's just frustrating to lose a run like that. You noticed it holds good when put outside. You were surprised by cougar knife speed on not frozen meat. Yeah, it's the fastest tool on not frozen meat. Gets a lot worse during frozen. Hexo is actually better, I think, than cougar knife. So it's good to carry a Hexo anyway. But the thing is, what counts as frozen meat depends on your carcass harvesting skill, right? That's actually something we were discussing like just a couple months back, and I was actually surprised to realize or learn it, because it never occurred to me, but yeah. Once you're carcass harvesting 5, you can harvest any carcass by hand, right? And that's what determines the frozenness, I think. So if you can harvest it by hand, it counts as not frozen. So once you're carcass harvesting 5, it's always faster to do it with a cougar knife. So you definitely want to have it by late game. Hardest challenge yet that you haven't tried out? Permanent headwind. Oh no, Sarah. Why would you make me do that? Why would you make me even think about it? That truly is the hardest challenge of them all. That sounds horrible. Oh man, why does the auto log not work? Why did it break? I want to sip. Let's sip now. Ah, there we go. Okay, final region of the challenge. Broken Railroad. I'm hoping there's a guaranteed maple syrup in the lodge, because if we have to save scam or like spam stars to trigger the other badge, this is probably the region we'll want to do it in, right? Just run to the lodge and eat that syrup. But hopefully we'll be able to work around it. I think we will. Chances are we will, but who knows. There's a lot of wolves there potentially, so let's do this. Still hot. Drink another one. Exos are still good on frozen, more durable and easier to repair. Yeah, I mean it depends how you repair, right? It depends how you repair. I don't mind having a bunch of knives. If we're talking late game, you could just make like 10 cougar knives, wear them down, and then take all of them to the milling machine and repeat. Because like, I feel like it's not really worth the trip to milling machine over one tool or even two tools. But if we're gonna just take a bunch, you know, like a bunch of old tools and repair all of them, it's actually very nice. I think that's very much worth it. But yeah, with a Hexo you only need quality tools and you can do it anywhere. Hexos are so strong. That makes far territory only very interesting because you get no Hexo, right? No Hexo at all. You noticed one piece of metal repairs to 100% or at least like 40%. Yeah, I think if we're talking about the milling machine, it depends on your repair skill. But yeah, it tends to be pretty high. Like it starts, I think, at 60% or something, maybe 40%, yeah. That's like the lowest repair skill possible if you go there at the start of the game. And up to 100% if your repair skill is 100. So it's a very good way to repair stuff, very efficient. It's just, you know, Bleak or Blackrock only, so unless you have a base there, and most people don't, it's kind of a trip. They're both very remote, that's the problem with them. They're not very well connected to the map. They sort of feel like dead-end regions, even though they both connect to two regions. And that's really the problem for me with them. Late game you can totally handle Bleak or Blackrock, like, you know, with the warm clothing. It's not that bad. Of course they're still colder than the rest, but it's really about how remote they feel to me. I was sort of expecting Zone of Contamination to have another milling machine, but I didn't add it there. I feel like it would really fit the region. Maybe give you, you know, slightly more things there. Because people mostly just go to Partiturous as one big trip, and then they head back. It's not like you can live there forever anyway. You can really stretch it out if you're smart with your resources, but
Wonder if this
not
is
much
anything to
respawns
eat.
there. And that's a score. Another ketchup chips. Honestly, we must have found 25 chips by now. We must have found 25. So let's see if the achievement triggers once we get... Well, we also need the syrup, so yeah. Look at this broken bridge. I remember being here a long time ago, you know, before the DLCs were even announced. Like, thinking, like, what's on the other side? I wonder if we'll ever get to see it. Well, now we know.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
How do you manage weight with 2 barricades? Can't really get it less than 35 kilos, or is that good enough? That's a very, very complicated question. Yeah, weight management... People asked me to do videos on it several times, but it's just so difficult, right? Because it's very, very playstyle dependent. I try to hover around 30 kilos personally, if I'm not carrying any loot I found, right? That sort of seems to be my default. But it's very hard. It depends on like what you bring, really, right? I try to make sure even the useful items I have, I don't carry too many of them. Coal or matches tend to be some really big offenders when I see people play. Like, you know, if someone has like 100 matches at any time, then that's one way to save weight. You could easily lose half a kilo there. Coal too, right? Like if you have like a day worth of coal with level 5 far starting, putting the coal outside, that's just 8 lamps. That's really not that bad. But of course it depends on difficulty too. Like, you know, on Noga you might need slightly more than that, than Loper. I'm talking about Loper loadout. It does differ a little bit. But yeah, it is very, very complicated. Like, I find that with backpack and satchel, it's definitely doable. Especially now with the Travoy too, if you really want to use that.
I can always use more
What is he
food.
gonna do? Oh, he's just staying there. Also, I really tend to late game element. I usually don't carry too much food around. Now that we have cured meat, it's a little different because cured meat is very nice. It's not very heavy. It doesn't smell, so it might make some sense to carry a little bit. But I used to only carry like birch and maybe a kettle or two as emergency food to not lose well fed, and just, you know, have like one big base with a bunch of meat piles in front of it.
Hopefully I don't need this anymore.
It's a great way to save on weight. Can you go? Nice that we can still start a fire here. There we go. Apparently they removed this, right? It's not possible anymore. Crazy.
Looks like it worked.
Oh man, I'm bad at throwing stuff. I probably should not have used 2 lamps. That was a little wasteful. Onoguayu prompt warmth over mobility, but still. Don't really need both Hexo and Hatchet. Just, yeah, there we go, yeah. Tools are usually what creeps up on you. That's a great way to save some weight. I actually do not ever have Hatchet on me. The only times I use Hatchet is if I go to HRV on like probably a second time at least, and I really want to re-explore, right? And see all the spots that are only reachable by bringing a Hatchet, like a Valley Viewpoint. And these days also for the trader, if I need to like actually chop down wood or for safe house customization, the Hatchet is actually worth it, but I don't really use it for struggles or, you know, for general exploration, because it is very heavy, yeah. It's almost 2 kilos. Same with the hammer, right? Some people carry a hammer for struggles. I tend to only do Hexo and the knife. And sometimes I even leave a Hexo behind, but it's more of a temporary thing. Like if I know I will need the weight. There are some items I simply carry all the time. There are items that I try to not carry unless I have to. And then there are some items that I carry like most of the time. Should we see if we got the... the stem. Is it even here? I guess it is, but didn't they move it? Isn't it this crate? Reload refresh. I feel like it is. Let's hope we don't get frostbite. Yeah, it was this one. I remember correctly. So they moved it to this one, those bastards. So we have to break down 2 crates. But then they added safe house customization, and it no longer matters again. I think there's sometimes chips. Also, we'll probably need this for the ravine. Sometimes chips in here, right? No? Maybe not on this patch. I get an energy bar. And yeah, pry bar is like... Pry bar I carry almost all the time at the start, but then I just get rid of it. Same with tools. I never really carry tools outside of like challenges. I just leave them on workbenches. But some people do like to carry them. Those things really add up.
Use more food.
Yeah, for trading it's just necessary sometimes, yeah. I kind of like it because it made hatchets more useful, and also the lamps. I never really chop down lamps. Again, talking on Interloper, it's just like, whatever. I got sticks and coal, and like there's so much coal these days with all the maps. By the time you loot it all, it just respawns, even on Interloper. So I never felt the need, but now it has some use for sure. It's kind of nice. High hypothermia, but still fine.
This'll come in.
Ooh, an energy drink. So you do well overall. You mean with the carry weight? Yeah, 35 is 35 is good. I tend to do 30, but it's slower, so I feel like, you know...
I could use
ooh,
this.
okay, nice. Ooh, let's go. Okay, we're pretty lucky with syrup today. This is like the 3rd RNG syrup we got. Crazy. Maybe 4th. We were definitely not this lucky over the weekend. If we had this like the entire weekend, maybe we would have actually gotten 25. And that's another blizzard, alright. Well, we're not in a rush anymore. Really only Lodge and the ravine remain. And we have like 2.5 days. So I can just slip through this, really. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, like on Nova, you probably want to have more coal on you, right? More coal, maybe an extra pack of matches if you get like a little stuck somewhere. More teas. That sort of stuff. That is a little different. Like for hardened arrows are used more to harvest feathers for customization. Fire hardened arrows, but like you need the feathers to craft them, right? Unless you mean the ones you find from Beachcomber. You can find some from Beachcomber, I think, but not on Loper. I don't think that's a thing on Loper. Yeah, we're still on day 23 and this is the 22nd blizzard. Interesting. Interesting. Let's do, let's say 3 hours. 5 feathers for 3 arrows. Yeah, so like you need fewer feathers than regular arrows, but you can do damage with them anyway, right? Oh, I see, Ptarmigan down. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, You actually don't need crow feathers for customization, right? But you do need a lot of crow feathers for trader. Crow feathers are actually like super valuable now because some of the best trades require crow feathers, which is kind of weird, right? Such a common item and you get like caffeine pills, vitamin C pills, like not sure what they were thinking there. But yeah, Ptarmigan feathers absolutely, like you can also use simple arrows, right? It's not that bad, but if you're gonna be killing a lot, Fire Hydrant not only saves some of your bow condition, but also if you miss, then you don't scare the other Ptarmigans. So that's very nice. Like they make the least sound that has some value for sure. Can't even sleep and it's just... the night is just starting. It's not very good. There we go. Wind die down. Time to head out. Maybe have a coffee. We're gonna go to the ravine now. Man, in 2020, ravine was actually pretty dangerous. Like, I mean, this broken road ravine, because this is pre-Crampons era. And Crampons have really trivialized rope climbing. But we have so many stems, we're gonna be fine anyway. Surprised the trader doesn't need coal. There is at least one trade that requires coal, the heat packs actually. He wants a decent amount of coal for heat packs. So he does trade for it, but yeah, like I would expect maybe slightly more trades with it. Like, he needs a crazy amount of some things that maybe don't make too much sense. Like, he really needs a lot of feathers for those medical items. That's definitely one of them. Also, crazy amount of water. Like, I get it, okay, maybe he can't make much water, or it's not easy for him to make too much water on the boat. And he needs to drink, right? But, like, almost every trade requires some water. It's just, you know, it would be a little interesting if maybe some trades didn't. Getting in final no-go, not losing conditions for 10 plus days with the warmest clothing coastal, not that horrible. Yeah, once you get warm clothing, it's definitely a lot more chill. It's the start, right? Like, no-go start is pretty crazy, it's kind of a skill of its own. Because you have to be able to navigate every single spawn in a blizzard. So it's kind of finicky, you know, like, you could be good at all the other stuff, but you could still die there because of that. But it does get the adrenaline pumping. There we go, we can just warm up with one more cup of coffee. You want to call for work gloves. Oh yeah, there's a few more, yeah. Also some clothing, you're right. I think maybe some of the miners clothing, but yeah, the mining helmet. But it's like not a very good item. Like it's one of the worst clothing items. Like, no, I wish it gave more protection. It's a bit of a disappointment. It could have been like a mini ballistic vest, right? If it gave like 10 to 12% protection, or no warmth and pretty heavy on the head slot, that would be kind of fair. It would have at least some use. It would still be very niche, but at least it wouldn't be useless. Trader is what you call your local supermarket. I mean, the trader is sort of a supermarket with all the stuff he offers, right? It's pretty crazy. 1.5 liters of oil as well. Yeah, oil is one of the like most expensive trades, I would say. Even if it's like fully renewable, he wants an ungodly amount of them. But yeah, it's just how it is. Not really sure where I'm harvesting kettles. I don't think I need them. Let's keep going. Is there still a stim in the ravine? I don't even know. I guess it is. I can still see the guy. Maybe it's not a stim then. There is a corpse, but that could have probably been maple syrup, didn't get lucky. Maybe there's no stem, okay. So no stems. Cool. Cooking on jerry cans. Every small pack of oil you find is safe for him, yeah. I recommend not fishing for oil if you're doing trading, like it's just way too slow. Like if you need to fish anyway, then sure, why not? But beachcombing is actually way better for oil. I mean, way better. It's about the same, right? But you don't have to like just sit in a hut. You find other items too. Because the fish you find from beachcombing tend to be very oily and very big. So you get to skip all those tiny fish that give you like 0.03 liters. Most give you like at least 0.10, sometimes up to 0.30 even. And that makes it a lot more doable. Like, you know, you could just save the fish on the shore for when you need to cook them. Sort of like when we did PPP. And then you just like go through one day and cook all of them and get all that oil. I was definitely not struggling for oil on PPP because of all that beachcombing. Like I was just using it left and right and wasn't really running out of it. Does this still have coffee? Yeah, this is a guaranteed coffee. And a bunch of stuff we don't really care about. Okay, time to head back. Have another coffee. But yeah, oil is what I rate like one of the most expensive trades. Like in terms of value of each ingredient he asks, right? Along with maple saplings and a few other things. If we're talking about dry pellets, then we, you know, it depends on the pellet. Like bear hides or even moose hides, because of how few of them you have. Those are definitely way up there. Oh, I think the weather's changing. Becoming clear, that's very nice. And this is still hot. Let's have one more. We have so many, we can be very wasteful. Send my trader video. Just nice to talk to the person who recorded it. Yeah, that's the nice thing about streams, right? About the live stuff. You can always ask questions firsthand. I try to answer the comments and all that on YouTube videos, especially when it's a new video, if there's questions there. But it's different when you can ask it live, right? Alright, we can definitely do this rope. We are full energy. I wonder if they'll do any trade rebalance eventually. Or if they're not gonna bother. This +2. Should I just go? I mean, Frostbite is still good. I kind of don't feel like trying. Maybe we could warm up the teas and go again. These cattails. The good thing I don't have a ton of viewers that I reply to. I think that's the case with most people on TLD. Like, it's a small game, you know. We're not gonna have like hundreds of viewers streaming just TLD or anything. So in general, everyone in the community is like very, I would say, very approachable. You know, if you have questions, then they tend to be very responsive. So it's always a good place to ask. When you can ask me anything, nothing better. Yeah, I like to science all the stuff, right? Like the thing I do that I feel like most people don't bother or don't know how to do. It's just, I actually use, you know, I use Unity Explorer and all that cheats to just test it, see how it actually works. So it's one thing when you learn a lot by just playing the game, right? And another thing, there's certain things you simply cannot learn by just playing the game. Things you only learn by actually looking under the hood. Like, I learned so much stuff since I started doing it, right? I've been doing it for as long as my YouTube, really. Ever since I did like the mementos and I was studying the invisible items when that bug was out. So it's already like 2.5 years, and there's just so much to look at. And some things are so complex, right? Like, I've been meaning to do a weather video or something, but it's just it's a very complex topic. Oh, I hear the move. Where is this? I guess still the old spot, right? Oh, I remember this moose. It almost gave me broken ribs before. Let's try the flare gun thing again. Your favorite groan. I am always happy to see a moose as well. You leave me alone. Going for the moose. We are reloaded, as I can tell. Dude. Really? Can you aggro me? There we go. Okay, he's running off. Man, were they that unlikely to get one hit killed before as well?
Damn.
I wonder if it's just some kind of an old... No, it cannot be a myth, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen clips of people one-shot killing the moose with a flare gun. It definitely used to be a thing back in the day. And 2020 definitely counts as back in the day. So I wonder... Yeah, we could maybe just unlucky. I hit 3 or maybe even 4 moves on this run. None of them died. Wow, that first bite is high. Let's sprint. Piad, welcome in. How's it going? There's a good clip from the Smooth right here. I knew you would bring it up. Yeah, I remember exactly which clip. I remember exactly that clip. You did to Coastal Moot in 2021. Yeah, I think we're just unlucky here. Going well today, going well. Just a little worried I bugged out this challenge and we won't get the badges. Because I forgot to change my computer time when doing this. And that might bug out the challenge. I don't know. I feel like we'll be fine. But yeah, let's see. If not, it's gonna suck. I will have to... And I'll try to somehow force it off stream, not actually play the run. But just like, you know, it's Voyager, so I'll just get a bunch of food and pass time. Shouldn't take me more than an hour, but I really don't want to be doing that over and over. And it won't feel as cool if I don't unlock it, you know, as a reward for this run. That's what I want. That's what I freaking want. Hey, this guy is not as deep in the cave as these days. I guess he got moved. He got too cold, so he moved a little bit. Alright, let's do this. Warm up a little bit. I love that I have so much accelerant I can just waste it away, you know. Might even spend the night here. Look at this 9-hour fire. Oh my god, let's go. We have a lot of time to pass because there's not much else for us to do. Right, we're on day 24, it's just starting, I guess. Not even that. So I have all the time in the world. We're just gonna sit here. Pass a little bit of time. Actually, I can do this and sleep, right? Why not? Yeah, that's one way to do it. Get tired with the stim. Get tired with the stim a little bit. And we can do 10 hours easily. I might add on the fire a little bit just to make sure. There we go. You're okay, you had a cheese bulldog in the paper bowl. Only used half of the sauce mix and it was spicy AF. Didn't leave enough water in the bowl. Wow. Aw. Man, it's been a while since I had something properly spicy.
Something's making me feel really
I would love
tired.
some of that. I would love some of that, honestly. I should get something spicy soon. Okay, easily 10 hours of sleep. Heal the frostbite. Okay. I don't think we need to go to Rickety Bridge or anything. Actually, okay, let me back up the save file here, because we're getting close to that 25. We can start eating the chips and syrup and all that. See how that goes. Or, you know what, maybe I'll back it up when I enter... do I want to... Hold on, maybe a little bit later.
Drink almost anything.
When I enter Hunting Lodge, there'll be a better spot to cheese this stuff. 25 days survived. I definitely can do at least one more. We'll have some fur. So let's use another stem, just to get tired again. Quarter cheese bulldog in the plastic bag. Might try this weekend. Nice, nice. Yeah, too bad I'm out of bulldogs already. Should buy some. Man, this actually kind of hurts, you know, being this wasteful. Like, what the hell? Just using stims and drinking coffee is like it's nothing.
Here, if I thought I'd ever wake
It
up.
feels strange. Still got easily 3 hours in here. Let's do that. Maybe go inside Hunting Lodge now? Or is it too early still? 23 survived. We can wait until the next one, why not? Need to go to grocery store. You're almost out of everything. Only have enough to make some kebabs for dinner tomorrow. I mean, kebabs sound pretty damn good. if you ask me. Running out of fuel though, I can't really sleep here that much longer. Yeah. Let's do, okay, that's easily 5 hours, I think. Let's wait until the next morning, then we move. Spend a fortune again. Yeah. When did groceries get so expensive, right? 23 days, 29 hours. Okay, so we're roughly a day away from completing this. That's good. That's good. Let's do Hunting Lodge. There better be a guaranteed syrup there. You went to the international supermarket and you checked what sriracha they had. If they had the rooster one. They didn't, but they did have like 15 different kinds of the flying goose one. I guess that's the popular one, right? That's the popular one. Kebabs are really good, but you're almost out of the paratha breads. Well, yeah, then you have to go to grocery store, clearly. Yeah. I could use some kebab. I had like 2 last last week. I haven't had any this week. Okay, for a second I was worried there was a blizzard. Has a bit more time, maybe the wind will die down. While we still have the fire, I'm gonna go. Embers, there we go. Goose is the sriracha here. Yeah, I don't even know. It might be here too. Like that's like the most popular one, right? I honestly am not that well versed in sriracha brands. I really don't eat it that often because it's not spicy enough, you know. I never really bought sriracha for like, you know, home use. I have some when I go to like some Asian restaurant. I usually put it on my stuff if it suits it. And that's pretty much it. A rooster's American. Yeah, that could be it. It's just the American version. The rooster sounds is the only valid option. All others are fake. But the rooster one is American, right? Wouldn't the authentic one be like from Thailand or somewhere in Southeast Asia? I don't know. No. Oh, so many flares. So many flares. Not sure why I'm checking the wheelbarrow. Surely it doesn't have the striker. I don't think Voyager has that striker anyway, even in post refresh. I think it's like one of those Loper only spawns. Okay, time to back this up in case it bugs out. Let's just bug this out. Let's save this real quick. Kind of don't see the save file now. It's sandbox 6. I could also save. I'm gonna save all the files that were updated today, let's say. Just gonna copy them out on desktop. That should be good enough. Can we get a Sarah Shouty since redeems are broken? If not paid for, it shall not be received. But we didn't get one on your stream yesterday, right? That's the thing. Creator of rooster sauce is from Vietnam. But like, there's gotta be sriracha sauce that's like you know, that comes originally from Southeast Asia, right? There must have been something before that one, or is that actually like the first one? Is that the one that got popular? Store brand you bought here was actually bottled in Thailand, so bought it instead of Rooster One. Yeah, comes from a province in Thailand. Yeah, it should be like I don't know when it was invented. I don't know if it's like a modern thing or not. Okay, so we have the save file backed up. There's that. Please, no. I don't think there's maple syrup in here, man. Is there no guaranteed syrup anywhere in the game? That's just brutal. It's just freaking brutal. Don't do that. Don't freaking do that. How are we gonna get more if this little trick doesn't work for me? That's gonna suck. That's gonna freaking suck. Either way, we need to eat something, and for that, I will just chuck some of this syrup we got. Oh yeah, that's a lot of calories anyway. And look at this, just chugging 2 bottles of maple syrup. True Canadian lunch, right there. But I don't think there is. Yeah, there is no syrup here. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. That doesn't count here. Well, you need to take a break next time
Let's hope
because
I never have to use this on anyone.
we are out. Another Far Striker. We are out one. Sarah shouting. Yeah, okay, so Hunting Lodge is a massive disappointment. So this whole trick better work. If we're just going to eat and reload. That's basically what I'm banking on. That's basically what I'm hoping will give me the badge. Another blizzard, you gotta be freaking kidding me. It's already 8 p.m. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we've been streaming for 3 hours, but like we're almost done with the challenge, so it's all good. Almost done. Slowly getting there. At least I hope. There's the stem, I see you. Oh no, it's a revolver cartridge. Never mind. Oh. I shut the blizzard up. Shut up! Nice. We're not gonna be warm enough in here. Did you even agree to that? Now you're suspicious. You did! You did. We said every 100 deaths, a Sarah Shouty. You totally did. No backing out now. Okay, we can do 1 hour probably, but like, I don't know, it's just a blizzard outside, I wanna go. We don't have enough fuel. I should have brought slightly more coal. I need like 1 more day basically, right? We're 24 days survived, so I think we have like 18 hours left. I just don't have enough fuel for that. I will have to go look for sticks or something.
My fingers feel numb.
I really don't want to go out in a blizzard, but I think we have to. I think we go back to the cave and we just wait it out there. Just crazy that there is no maple syrup here, so... Yeah, let's just head back and see if 1 day from now this will trigger. Revolver OP. Yeah, you're definitely a revolver enjoyer, aren't you? You will just stop adding that, it'll stop the clips from having to happen. Oh, come on, Sarah. Don't try to game the system. Break down stuff while the fire is burning. We could do that, yeah. But I mean, it's probably going to be easier to camp outside because we get the extra duration, right? So I'll take a couple sticks here. They should last us the final day, basically. We'll be okay. You will absolutely game the system. No. Do not. Do not, Brooks. Why should you be adding this just to be punished? Well, it's not a punishment, you know. It's just a little motivation for you to die less. You're looking at it the wrong way. It's just a little fun thing to do. You know, a little bit of a celebration. It absolutely is a punishment. Come on. I mean, so is a pineapple pizza after... Oh my god, I left the bedroll here? Okay. Well, good thing I came back, I guess. So is a pineapple pizza after 1,000 swears. You're not motivated by negative consequences.
Worked.
Well, maybe it's not meant to be a motivation, but it's like, you know, come on. Come on. We all like Sarah Shouties. Okay, we definitely have enough fire. Well, we can still use more stems, right? Do it this way. Hopefully this will work.
I'm feeling so drained.
Yeah, Sarah's shouties are absolutely not the negative. We all love those. Okay, will the badge just trigger? I think we still need... I think we started at sunrise, right? So we don't have the badge. Oh, please work. Oh god, please work. I'm gonna do a second backup at some point.
Water.
Let me sleep like 4 more hours. Then we do a second backup. Oh no, I think I will freeze. I forgot to add fuel. Uh-oh. At least there's no... Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Almost there.
That should help warm things up. Can't feel my hands.
It better warm things up. Alright, so second backup. A quick second backup. There we go. And now the moment of truth. The moment of truth. We have like still 7 hours, but let's hope it works. I wish I had a little bit more fuel, but I mean, hopefully this will be enough. We're cutting it really close here. Really close. Do this again, so that we're tired. We'll see tomorrow. Oh yeah, another streamy tomorrow, right? Okay, so it says 2 more hours. We don't... I mean, we have coal. This is our final coal. It actually worked out perfectly, see? I knew it would work out all along. Totally, guys. Trust me. I totally knew this would work out. I just calculated it perfectly. Just that, like that one time in the mine. So let's see. Please trigger. Oh, Oh, there it is. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. There's the badge. There's the badge. So we got this one. That's very good. That's the first one. And now we need to just eat. So that's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna have to try and force it. I hope it keeps a counter. So what we'll do here, we'll eat a bunch of these. One of these. Actually, I can try it even differently. I will eat and cancel. Eat and cancel. Eat and cancel. Maybe that will be enough. I'm hoping I will be able to circumvent the limit like this. Okay, I think we're up to like 16. That should be enough syrups. I'm not sure about the chips. I don't think this works. We may have to actually reload and stuff. Maybe not even that will work. If that won't work, then that's gonna suck. Yeah, this would be too much. I think it counts when you finish eating the item, which makes sense, right? But I had to try. But what I think will work is actually just like reloading each time we eat it. And if not, then that's gonna be painful. I didn't lose the badge, did I? Okay, perfect. So now we just need to... If I could sort it more reasonably... Oh, that's perfect. One of each.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
So I may have to do this up to, I don't know. I probably ate at least 5, right? So let's assume this is already the second one. So we're at least up to 7 syrups now. If we need 25, that's a lot of attempts before we know it works or doesn't work. But it works with all the other badges, right? So it should work with this, in theory. I imagine it does. Because the only other way after this is to start a fresh run. But since the maple syrup is not guaranteed anywhere, that would be maybe not so great.
Looks like I survived.
Yeah, it's a really pretty badge, right? Now, I hope the harder part of this run will not be porting it to the current version. When I did this with 4 Days of Night, it was actually not easy at all to get it working.
Looks like I made it through another night.
What am I doing? I'm trying to progress the badge by basically eating... You need to eat... For the other badge, you need to eat 25 syrup and 25 chips. But we simply didn't find enough in the entire map. We looted the entire map, right? So I'm sort of trying to trick the game by just eating and reloading and hoping it'll count. Because it's technically counted in your profile, not in your save. You can do it with all the other ones, like you can just drink coffee like this or stems, and it should help you get straight to the hard feed, for example. So, you know, I see why wouldn't it work with this one. I feel like we're maybe up to 15. If it doesn't work in the next 10 reloads, then this might not be a way though. So let's hope. Fingers crossed. It's crazy how maple syrup is so rare on Voyager, like... How did we only find like 7 or 8? I don't know. Were we particularly unlucky? I don't feel like we were. I think it's just how the spawn works. Like, we found several from saves, which is actually pretty damn crazy. Could have easily gotten 0 there.
Looks like...
Okay, maybe what, like 6 or 7 reload stops? I feel like that has to do it. But yeah, I feel like we must have crossed 25 now. I'm just, you know, I'm playing it safe. 25 reloads is actually quite a bit when you think about it. But I feel like we must have eaten enough chips. Like, I probably don't need to eat those. Like, if it really doesn't trigger within the next 5, then that's not good news. That's not good news. We'll have to... We'll have to get it from a different save file.
Thank goodness.
Come on, trigger.
Looks like.
Yeah, this should be the last one. I feel like it would have triggered by now. Muted again? No, I just had nothing to say. Just eating maple syrup over and over. Was probably more quiet than usual. Yeah, I don't think this works. That's not good. What would be the best spot to find the syrup? Was there any spot that was guaranteed for us? I can't remember a single one, right? Grey Mothers did not have a guaranteed syrup. Thompson's.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Farmhouse did not have it. Farmhouse did not have it. Camp Office, I don't think Camp Office has it either. The thing is, I don't really remember the Voyager spawns. We found a bunch in saves, but most of the stuff, I pretty much found all of them in containers. So like, it was all RNG, you know. Did not have it. It did not have it. Medium loot. Yeah, it might be a low pro only thing, or it might be a post refresh thing. I don't know. But this doesn't seem to work. Oh, okay, never mind. I miscounted. It works. Okay. Wow, I'm glad I did that extra one.
Made it through.
That was more than 25, dude. I'm gonna have to count that. Okay, so it works. Pretty match too, right? Oh, nice. Dude, how was that 25? Like, I must have eaten at least 6 or 7. Wait, I may have... Oh, I see. I think I know what I did wrong. I think I still have... Oh, I still have 2. Okay, that's why I miscounted. I didn't eat these 2. So that's why. Okay, we're all good then. We're all good. I guess we might as well save it in, I don't know, Hunting Lodge, just in case. But, like... I don't think it matters. That's there. Success. All naked. All naked, and we got both of the badges. So now porting it to the current version will be pretty difficult. Congratulations on the new pixels. Thank you, thank you. But I don't have them on my current profile yet. I remember with 4 Days of Night it was pretty difficult to do. So I'm not so sure I will be able to. Last time I did it, and the only time I did it with 4 Days of Night, it took me like 2 or 3 hours of fiddling around, and I still, like, I don't even remember how it ended up working in the end, so I'm a little sure if I'll get it right this time as well. I'll try. I can try asking Street, maybe. He was helping Kimi with it. I think Kimi was doing these as well. To port the badges to the current profile. I think he did manage to get all of them in the end. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. So yeah, that's it. That's it for this one. Where's the ski boots? Just take the ski boots off and retire the run. Alright, that was nice. So now I'll be missing, as long as I manage to pour this, I'll only be missing the 4 Days of Night 2019, right? We will probably do this like in October, maybe November this year, and then we'll have all of them. Alright, that's it, okay. So, took me slightly less than expected, which is good though. So, can do something else. I don't think I'll be starting either Winter Middle or World of Wrangler, so we might actually do. I'm gonna try the Peak Solo. I've been meaning to try it for a while, and it's time. It's time to try. It's perfect for like, you know, an hour and a half maybe. So let's switch that. Yes, I knew Sarah would be glad to hear that. I will seek fluid intake. I will take a short breaky and I'll be right back. And shout it should work, by the way, because I didn't turn back the calendar. I'm actually gonna enable the redeems. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And yeah, I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
There's no way to go past them. I mean, there is a way, I guess, but in the dark. That was your.
Jesus Christ, that was nervous. He is a sketcho boy. Why would I want to select a rock over there? Kind of need like two headshots. All right, and we have. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Got him right beside a little wind block area too. Awesome. So